Hello, everybody, and welcome to Inclusively. I'm Monica Paolini from Assunzafidi, and I'm your host today. My usual co-host, Chris Lewis, couldn't be here, but he will be with us in the next one. He is on holiday. Um, so we're all happy for him. And today we're talking about the how technology can help the elderly. And if you have been following us, this is something that we have been interested because when you think about inclusivity, clearly the elderly population, it's a huge segment. And although they're not disabled in the way that we often think about it, there is a lot of changes that happen with age that make people less able to live on their own or to do all sorts of things. And so that is really part of the inclusivity, the need to have a technology that is more inclusive. And so today, I have the pleasure to talk to Ronnie Chang, who is the marketing director of fixed and multimedia terminals at ZTE. And they have been working now for quite some time on a whole solution to enable elderly people to live on their own. And that's in collaboration with the wider healthcare infrastructure, which is quite interesting because it just it helps elderly people along multiple dimensions, and you will hear about it. And it's very interesting to hear because obviously it's going to help elderly people, which is the main target, but there are also a lot of other people that might have trouble because of various disabilities or situations which might be temporary or chronic, to live on their own and to get proper care at home. Said that, Ronnie, welcome so much to Inclusively. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Hello, Monica. Hello, everybody. It is my honor to have this opportunity to share my ideas regarding to the how to provide easy life and to the elders. Uh, that's great.
Yes, thank you so much. So, first of all, can you give us a little bit of an introduction and a background as to where you're coming from, what is it you're doing? Because this is not something you didn't start it yesterday. You've been working on it, I know, for quite some time now.
It needs the network for the communication from the devices to the service side. So if you are outdoor, you need the cellular like 4G, 5G, and or if you are in house, you need fiber or Wi-Fi, uh, and also sensing and visual technologies. Like some sensors, like Bluetooth for the connections between different devices. And now we are working on the protocol of matter over thread and matter over Wi-Fi. By the information that's given by Google, this year the matter over Wi-Fi will be done, and the next year will be the uh, matter over thread. So by using these technologies that we can provide uh, the solutions, connect everything together, and we can easily provide the services by different entrances. Monica.
Mhm. And then all the information obviously can go to the medical providers, to the family, depending on what it is. So family would have access to some information, your doctor would have access to some information, and so on and so forth, right?
Sorry?
So then, so the information from the devices is then shared with the hospital, the doctors, family, depending on what it is. The
Right.
information. Okay, good.
Right. We have a cloud server which can synchronize different devices, different terminals together, the information together. So, for example, I can use the smart display, connect with the blood pressure meter, and then if I test my blood pressure, the information will be synchronized firstly to the smart display, this device, and then the display will upload this information to my family doctor, and he can get all the information of my health and can monitor what is happening and give me some advices, for example, for the diet or for better exercise to get healthy, right?
Yeah, and then if you have a really high or low blood pressure, probably is going to escalate. The device is going to start blinking, or they're going to call the
Right.
emergency or whatever, right?
Right. Right.
Perfect.
It's firstly, it will send information to my family members, and they know what is happening. And then it will send the notification or make a video call or make a phone call to the institution of my community and contact someone to go to my door and see what is happening and do I need some help, and then it will synchronize this information to the hospital with my doctor, right?
Okay, that's excellent. So now, and so I guess you work with all, so you have your own devices, and maybe you can talk about that. But then you also work with all the sensors because you're not going to develop, something to measure blood pressure. You just use a third party device for that. But then you also have your own devices, like it's a display, so people can use that because it's easier, but also they can use their phone, and they also have to use different devices, right?
Right. Monica, we are focusing on providing these solutions and our server side, and some devices like smart display, cell phones, or TV screens. But for the sensors, the detectors, and some devices like that can be provided by the third party because we want to make the ecosystem big, and there's no barrier between different brands, different protocols, so more people can get this service more convenient, right?
Right. Yeah. So, but okay, now let's look at it from the point of view of the elderly person living at home that, might not be the most sophisticated user, is how hard it is to have all of this set up, or do they need like someone to go to their place and say, okay, let's just set it all up for you?
Okay, this Monica, this smart health solution is very easy to use. First thing is that if you want to get this solution, you can go to any store of the operator and to initiate this service, and then they will give you an application, a cell phone application that will register it for yourself, and then you can connect this with any other devices in this ecosystem. For example, the smart display. When you bring it home, uh, you connect to the power, and then there will be a QR code popped on. You can use your cell phone application to scan it, and then all the data will be synchronized between different devices, and you can use this smart display to get any services that provided from the server side. So it's very easy to use. And also you can give like 80% of the instructions by using voice control. And it can sense your voice in, I think, in 5 meters. So you almost can give any orders in any situation. If you are not able to, uh, if you are not able um, to get close to the device, like you fall down, also you can give the instructions and call ambulance from distance. So it's very easy to use.
That okay, so
Okay.
okay, you mentioned earlier that AI can help in all this.
Yeah.
How is it that you see what do you see the role of AI be in this context?
Okay. AI is the AI is crucial for almost everything right now. And this time we bring some AI features to make this solution better compared with last year. And the smart screen and also the devices that you use, for example, cell phone, can do voice and video instructions with AI digital assistant like a AI avatar, which is a virtual lady who is connected with large language model for Q&A like ChatGPT, like Gemini from Google. And it can also um, watch for safety problems and help with some appliances control and daily reminders as well. For example, 9 o'clock morning, it will remind you you have to take medicine, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the AI avatar. And also we have some great features with AI, like AI Health Archive, which can get important information from medical reports, scan it, and record it in 95% accuracy. And also we have AI Family Doctor in our smart display, and which can check the health risks by collect your indicators from what you were testing by blood pressure meter or something like that, and give you the instructions or give you some suggestions for fitness and diet advices, something like that.
No, yeah.
And
Sorry, go
oh,
ahead.
sorry. Okay. Uh, it can also use the AI technology to monitor sounds. Like, for example, someone is crying in the house, and it will sense it and make notification to for example, son or daughter or community, um, even with video call to with the smart display to see what is happened in room and what is happening to the elders. Is there any dangerous thing? Right. So by using the AI technologies, we expand the more features and more scenarios that we can bring to the elders or disabled people.
Yeah,
Monica.
yeah. But I was just thinking, and that sounds great, but don't we have a risk maybe at some point that the elderly, because there is such a good system to keep them at home on their own, their family don't go visit them, they don't see the doctor, and they might feel more isolated. I don't think it's a problem, but is it something that is a potential concern? That everything works so well. It's like right now, because we have social media that keeps us in touch with people, we end up seeing people less. Could it be something like that for us? I mean, I guess it's just the same as everybody else, maybe, but is that a concern?
Hmm. So, it has social network functionalities that we can connect with friends or relatives, like video calls, also mm, the mainstream of the social network applications can be integrated into our devices as well. So, or the elders can connect with their friends in distance and very easy to
Mhm.
use. Monica. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have this the solution that's been deployed is live. What do you hear from the elderly or from the doctors or the family? Are they happy with what they're getting?
Monica, I think affordable is very important for the elderly. This includes two aspects. One is time, one is money. We think the affordability matters when making products for this or these solutions that from the very beginning that we considering besides being effective, safe, reliable, and easy to use. These products, these solutions should be affordable so that all the elders can get healthcare services equally. And they think this solution is great because this smart healthcare solution is special. It combines elderly healthcare resources well. With remote online connections, it cuts down the cost and time of the consultations. It can also solve the problems of hard to book the face-to-face medical appointments, and this make elders healthcare cheaper and easy for the financial and mental stress on the families. In China, I want to share some numbers. Having a face-to-face medical consultation twice a month costs around 50 yuan, CN yuan in China. That's 600 yuan, around 600 yuan a year, equal to 77 euros. But this smart healthcare solution offers the online consultation packages. It's like a service package. It can bring the cost down to less than 60 yuan a year. It's around 7.7 euros a year. So it's very cheap and it saves extra costs for the elders. It's like a well-being for the elders, right?
Yeah, and also I guess it's more efficient for the healthcare providers. So it's cheaper from the patient, the elderly person, but also for the hospital and the doctors who have
Right,
not enough resources and they can use their resources more efficiently. So it's a win-win situation for everybody, right?
right, that's right.
Yeah, right. So there is there is a economic benefit. I think it's helpful, and I guess it's also in terms of outcomes. You know, if you can monitor the healthcare status, or if there is, you know, you can alert whoever, family or whatever. You know, like you were saying, if somebody's crying, you know about it. You know, they might not call you, but you find it. So, it's a it's privacy a concern about among the elderly. So because they might think, well, I don't want my kids to know what I'm doing. You know, that kind of stuff. Or I don't know the
Hmm.
doctors. So
Hmm.
is that a concern, you think?
Okay. First thing for the data security or the privacy, we think first thing is that all the services that provided to the elders, uh, it needs the permission from the elders themselves. Then we can provide this service and they can use this service. This is the key point. And also for the data safety, we have a 5-layer security system for privacy and safety. It protects against things like device problems, network attacks, and data leaks, something like that. So we definitely uh, think of think about it, and we have this kind of design in everywhere of the system.
Yeah, yeah. So, I'm sure that this is something that can be have so many functionalities, so many things. So what is that you're working in terms of the future? What is the new things you want to add to your solution?
Mm, for the functionalities, we want to bring AI into this kind of service to make it better, to make it better understanding for the and more convenient for the elders. But the key point is that besides, we want to offer more services to more people, especially for the small city and rural part of, and to make the healthcare or medication services equally. So if more operators can use this service, everyone can get better and cheaper medical care. So at the first stage, we want to expand this service in China market, and then we want to promote it to all worldwide to let more elders to enjoy this service.
Yeah.
Monica.
Absolutely. And clearly it's not just you know, as we said before, it's not just the Chinese market, but it's good to have a good starting ground so that then you can say, okay, this works here. Let's see how we can get it to work in a different country where, you know, the organization and the
Right.
sort of structure of
Right.
healthcare is going to be different, but the fundamental problems are the same. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
how can you enable people to live on their own? So there's a plenty to do. So okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, we will get more experiences by providing this service in China market. And by now, we've already provided service cover over 30 provinces in China and served over 30 million people in China market. So we will get more experienced and then we can provide better services to all over the world.
That's an amazing number, you know. Well, you guys have the advantage of having a big country, so clearly, even a small part of the population is a big number, but it's clearly, it just seems like, you're helping a huge number of people there. So that's, that's great to know. It's not like a couple hundred people here and there, so that's a good thing. Uh, Ronnie, our time is up, but it was so incredibly interesting to hear how much progress you've done on this since we first talked. So it's great to hear, and thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today.
Thank you, Monica. It is my honor to have this opportunity um, to share the solution and share the ideas that we've already practically did in China market. So we hope all the elders can get better services and can have a good good life. Monica,
Absolutely.
thank
It's
you.
it's very important. And thank you all for listening to Inclusively. And if you liked it, do go and subscribe to the podcast and listen to the other episodes as well. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.